Good morning, friends. This story is meant for every one of us. Friends, generally in spoken English, we require questioning. We often, discuss and converse with our friends with question and answer. So even in this, in school age also, college age also, when the children converse with one another, or when they ask questions to the teachers, and when we people, generally intellectuals, continue a conversation, we generally put questions. There are two types of question. One is affirmative questions, that in all tenses we have auxiliary plus subject plus be1 plus subject plus complement. Accordingly, if the question is a negative positive question or positive negative question, then there will be, do, does plus not plus subject plus b1 plus subject plus complement. Like, you can, when you are conversing with your friend regarding the present scenario in the country, you can say, don't you believe that the country is progressing very fast economically, but we have several threats from outer world? uh, isn't it possible for, our country to prepare itself for all the, you know uh, impending dangers that the country is facing? Aren't you sure about what you are going to do is going to have positive implication or negative implication? Are you really sure that the thing that you have been doing is going to benefit your family? Or isn't it really possible to analyze before you take a decision? So these type of questions are very helpful in continuing and initiating conversation. For our children also who are in schools and colleges, they should be taught to frame question. So in simple present, the format is do, does plus subject plus v1 plus subject plus complement. I repeat, do, does plus subject plus, v1 plus subject plus complement plus question mark. Generally, where there is v5, yes, we use does. Like, if a child wants to put question with third person, does he really attend his classes regularly? So here, as b5 in affirmative sentence, he attends his classes regularly, is affirmative form. And there is a v5 in question, there will be does he attend? And in all the question there will be v1, does he attend his classes regularly? Don't you go to the club every evening? Yes. Don't I, yes, explain you what you have to do in studies? Doesn't your teacher really explain what you really didn't understand while the class was going on? Isn't it possible for you to be regular in your class? Isn't it possible for the country like India to have complete digitalization? Yes, it is possible. It is absolutely possible to have, and we are very closing. We are inching towards complete digitalization, and therefore the question in present tense will have yes or no type question, will have do, does plus subject. But if there are questions like WHO, what does he really wish to know about his subject matter? What does he really wish to know? It is WH question. Why didn't you come on the party or in the party yesterday? Why didn't you come in the party yesterday? Why didn't you explain the reason for your not coming to the party? Why does your child doesn't pay attention to studies? Why do children these days depend more on internet? Why do parents really not convince their children regarding the importance of education? Why don't teachers relate the real life experience to their teaching learning scenario? So you see, in WH question also the pattern is same. WH plus do, does plus v1 plus subject plus complement plus question mark. Now come to the questioning in past tense. In place of do and does, there will be did. Like, didn't he really come to school yesterday? Didn't you respond to the email that you received last week? Didn't you really feel that education need to be, need to be changed according to the need of the time? Don't you really realize that there are Im- innumerable possibilities of amendments and changes in education like that? And now coming to past tense, you should use didn't plus subject, or did plus subject plus v1 plus subject plus complement. Like, did he really mean what he said? Did he really mean what he said? क्या वह वही चीज समझता है जो कहता है? Did he really do what he said? क्या वो जो कहता है वही कर किया? उसने जो कहा वही किया? Didn't you really feel the negligence on the part of parental care for your children? Didn't you realize the importance of education in life? Didn't you really suggest the improbable, questions needed for your children's guidance? Didn't the parent really realize that they should restrict the use of cell phones to their children? Didn't the teacher really explain the lessons yesterday? Didn't you really feel the need of interacting with your children in last week? Like that. This is in past tense. Now, in the similar manner, we can have present perfect questionnaire also. Has or have plus subject plus b3 plus subject. Like, have you been to London recently? So the answer will be yes, I have been to London recently. Have you ever been to the Taj, in Agra? Yeah, I have been to Taj once in 1998. Yeah. Have you ever thought of changing the plan about your shifting your residence to another place? No, I haven't yet thought of the plan. Well, have you really realized your mistake? Well, yeah, I have realized my mistake and I feel that I should change my plan. Well, have you ever thought of sending your children to abroad? At, at the moment, not. I haven't yet thought. If they get better opportunity in India, there is nothing wrong in working in our country rather than going abroad. Well, how long have you been here in this city? Well, I have lived in this city for last 25 years. Well, how long has your child worked in London? Well, he has worked there for 10 years. Since when have you worked in this company? Well, I have worked in this company since 2004. Well, since when has your child started preparing for NEET? Well, my child started preparing NEET 2 years back. When when is your child going to appear for NEET? My child is going to appear for NEET next year. Yeah. Has he really prepared well for the exam? Well, I think so. He has prepared very well. I'm sure he has prepared very well and he is going to crack the exam. Well, have you ever tested his ability or capability? Well, he has been doing well in the test series, and several times I have questioned regarding his chemistry physics questions, and he has responded very well. He has responded very well. Well, have you ever thought of bringing some change in your lifestyle because you are gaining weight? Well, I've thought of joining gym for some days, or I will increase my time of yoga in the morning, or I will get to walking for an hour every morning. Oh, well, thank you very much. And I'm sure this way we can put questions and get response, and that will make our conversation quite effective and quite interesting. Thank you. Have a nice day. This is Eddie Singh on the channel is English by Eddie Singh.